Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Monday, November 18th at 6:40 in the morning. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to start this new little cool series that's going to be a little bit more private to the Discord, just for people that like to tune in. And I'm going to be doing a very quick early market analysis, show you what I'm looking for during the week and during the specific trading session. So as we dive in, I'm going to move all my assets into the waiting. And then we're going to restart a complete analysis on every single market and tell you what I'm looking for and what I can anticipate from this next market session. So I'm just going to do a higher time frame analysis and filter like that. NQ is clean, so we're going to move up. Not clean. Okay, clean, but I'm noticing a lot of red here, so I'd want to go down and see what volume kind of looks like during these times. And it seems like we're just going through some like when I see red, I start asking myself, okay, why is it red? Okay, at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, it turns green. Usually when does it turn green? 6 in the morning, was green at around here and then turned yellow. So like 5, 4, 6 in the morning-ish. So yeah, I can anticipate that this long green is gonna last for a while. So looking at YM future, which is the E-mini Dow, I believe. Looking at this 4-hour, we are a little bit weak, and I could see this collapsing just given the kind of price action we're having. And you're kind of starting to see this already. If we don't pick up here within the next 2 hours, we're probably going to have a nice little downfall here a little bit. So I'm just going to put this in the waiting. I already saw this wasn't clean. So if anything, we'll move this all the way to unclear, and there, you forget about it. Daily on YM, yeah, so we're just kind of waiting on that. I'm going to delete all these lines. Okay, looking at the RTY. Once again, I don't know what half these are, but if I can make money off of them, I don't care. It looks like we could have some very, very nice strength coming into this session, something like that. So I might want to move it even higher than YM. Looking at ES, I think most of these are all the same. They're all, they all move the same, so. Okay, looking at ES, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, the hourly, once again, very weak, kind of just waiting for money to come in. You can see it's yellow because we don't have a trending market condition, but notice it was yellow, it turned green and it went. It's yellow, waiting for it to turn green and then anticipating that it'll go. So once again, we're kind of in the same spot. If we look at the 20-minute here, yeah. A couple things can happen here. We're just going to collapse and I never look at it again. Or we build up something nicely on the hourly, follow it on the lowers, and then you're good to go. So those are all kind of like in the back of my head. Ooh, this is interesting. Probably on the daily, you'll be able to see what's going on. So very, very high time frame target is going to be all the way up here. But the way of how we're going to get there is a very good question. And so I like to go back and look at general price action and see what the moves were like throughout here. You can see it's very more reactive market. It pushes really strong through this burst and then it just chills. Pushes really strong, chills sideways. Pushes really strong with one candle, stop. 1 to 2 candles of strong burst, stop. 1 to 2 candles of strong burst, 1, 2, and then just kind of fizzles out. So I'm not the biggest fan of whatever this asset is, soybean futures, for the more recent price movements here. Now, if we're solely looking at no price action, the thing I just actually described reflects in that. You get your strong burst of 2 candles, falls back down. Strong burst of 1, 2, maybe one more burst, and then falls down. Same thing back here. 1 strong burst, falls down. 1, 2, falls down. 1, 2, falls down. I don't know what you would consider this because it just kind of like drizzled up. It didn't really make a strong impulse. And then once again, 1, 2, fell down. So yeah, I probably won't be trading this anytime soon. Like there was an entry here if you're if you don't care about the price action delivery, but like we're range bound here for a little bit. This could probably just fall back down and I'm just not going to look at it. It's that simple. I was looking at micro NASDAQ, whatever. So actually we can get rid of the, oh no, this is T-Note futures, my apologies. Yeah, so looking at T-Note futures, There's not a whole lot going on here. I'll make sure I don't have anything. Yeah, it's very weak. I could actually see this falling sideways unless we don't build up very quickly. Yeah, it's quite choppy. So probably very likely move this down. That used to be a very clean moving asset a while ago. I don't know why the fuck I have this asset in here. Like what? What's going on here? And I wonder why it's red. We're actually going to go find out why it's red. So on average, if I wanted to risk, what's our stop? 0.25 units, which I can't even do because that's very small. On a 5-minute entry. Yeah, this is a very illiquid asset. You can just see it in the candles, but 0.25. So this is 0.2. We can't do 0.25. But if you look at somewhere in between them, you see we're going to get somewhere in between 3 and 4.0. And you can see here number of contracts to open. Yep, all this is good. Oh, it's 0.5% risk, sorry. This should be a lot more accurate now. So yeah, right here it's telling me to open up for 3 unit stop. It's telling me to open up 2 orders, 2 contracts, and then if I decrease this, it's telling me to open up 3 for a 2.5 stop, whatever that is. And then there you go, 2.99. So very nice, because now once you get on a funded account, you have to follow, at least on the firm that I'm on, you have to follow something called a scaling plan, where you can only open up for a certain number of contracts for the first certain amount of profit. And so right here, very quickly, I see, oh, I just have to open up these many contracts if I want to risk that much on this time frame ATR. Stop. And then there you go. Like, I don't have to go and load up this tool and be like, oh, 3 contracts. There we go. It's just I look down here and I'm ready to roll. And that saved me this morning because I was looking at a trade and then I was like, nope, we're out of here. So look at this 4-hour. Oh yeah, I didn't finish this. I think I said no. There's potential for sells here, believe it or not. But oh yeah. And the reason it's red is because number of contracts to open is about 3. And if you look at overall volume, like general number of contracts traded is like 21, 27, 210, 25, 57. So like, why would you get involved in a market that can't even support the amount of money that you want to put into it, right? Now, if you go back here, I think there might be a bug right now with the loading aspect of things, just because there's so much data to load that it becomes problematic. So I'm going to work on fixing that today, but yeah, anyhow, get this hell out of here. Looking at silver, I'm actually going to turn off these lines. They get quite distracting. Okay. Looking at daily's all right. 4-hour. So if you want to look at it this way, overall silver target is going to be this high. So I'm just going to paint it out as like target. There we go. So this is our overall higher time frame target. But if anything, if we don't pick up here pretty quickly, we might fall into full distribution, which is all right. But looking only at lower time frames, good. Entry right here. This is a live market, right? All right. So we'll flag this under stock entry. I probably just missed my entry here. Good enough liquidity in the market, so I'm going to do one more peek at this. Yeah, I might want to get entered on this move, actually. I already know that I'm within my 2 point whatever threshold, 2 unit threshold, because I can only open up 3 contracts. So what I'll do is I'll go to 20, jump to the 5-minute. And my 5-minute entry should have been somewhere right around here. And then I step down to the 5-minute and look for whatever low. And look that my ATR is 0.0527. 0.05. Yeah, so somewhere around here. Now I'm just sitting on this trade. waiting to see what happens. We got volume coming in. Looking at this overall money move, you can just see the trend, right? There's no need for me to, you can call this some sort of retracement and whatever you want to do. Get some nice sideways, and then this is like the delivery aspect of things. So yeah, there's potential here. Okay, price action leading up to this. So what I would do is now just kind of wait. If price wants to come up to our high, there's opportunity. Yeah, we'll see. But at least we have it in there. We'll give it time while we finish this analysis. I guess we're looking at platinum futures now. So cool. I trade the weirdest things in the world, yo. Very wiki. Yeah, there's potential valid buy stop over this high. But I'm not taking it. Let's see what color. Yeah. Failed entry criteria. And if we turn on our colors, we will probably see why. And you can see that average number of contracts is about 100, 21, 120, 91, 76. And if we need to open up 8 contracts to fulfill that amount of risk within a stop loss that tight, I just simply remove it. And it's that simple. I'm not going to trade it for these 2, 3 green spots that we have, right? Looking at micro oil, this was all testing I was doing, but looking at the 4-hour, yeah, same thing. Probably don't want to trade this. Look how choppy it gets, Like, you'd have to get lucky on this one push up to really make money. So bye. We got gold. There we go. Now we're talking. So gold is the same as silver. Where's your long? And this is actually a clean long compared to silver. If you compare them, they're both telling a completely different story. And I hate it because people are not really going to understand, for the most part, what I'm talking about. But if we go and look at, I wish I could place them side by side, but you can just see intense strength that came into this market. Where's my tool? Very, very strong push. Retrace, strong pushed. And then you can see silver. And silver is more like a strong push, sideways for a long time, question mark. Failed to push higher, fell back down, then like did this. So if anything, I would remove silver off of this and only trade gold. And that's actually what I might go do right now. So notice that by being patient, I was able to step back and look at some sort of associated market with silver and say, we'll throw silver out and we'll take the more relatively strong pair or asset. Okay, so if anything, I'm gonna take a quick little break to get involved in this market. I just want to go take a peek at this. It's a little wicky down here, but good strength. So if anything, I'm gonna look for long somewhere around here. ATR low is probably gonna put me at, what I'll do is I'll set something up like this. That's my low, and then turn on the indicator. ATR is 2.14, so we could tighten this up quite a bit. 2.1. Okay. Now I have to ask myself, is this something that I want to get involved in? So if anything, I'll do like 2.3. Look at this 4-hour. And I don't mind taking a loss. It's a brand new, fresh not evaluation, funded account. So it's just like you take a loss, whatever, you know. And if anything, for the first few trades, I might reduce risk to like 50%. But yeah, usually I don't have a problem. I got other accounts that you just learn to have full trust in whatever, because it's going to work out eventually. And so once you get several funded accounts, it's just like, oh, cool. Like, I'll take it. So looking at this playing out right now, not the biggest fan of this sideways. And yeah, it's not our first strength candle. Strength came in at this candle and now secondary candle. There's no red news, so that's good. And so, yeah, maybe you want to consider taking this trade. So I'd go here, open up my thing, go into your express funded, whatever. That was another eval. That was a whole other story, but we're not going to talk about it. I'll make a video on my other account. And now you have to make the decision if you want to click the fire button or not. And as I look at this more and more, I'd say it's not bad. Good thrust, sideways, good thrust. Now you just set up your entry. I'm going to do a limit at how many contracts? 3 for 0.5%. So I guess 3 contracts is all right. I wouldn't say it's bad. Cool. So we have our buy limit in there. Hopefully we get tapped in. I don't see why not. Give it a little bit of time. I'll be right back, actually. I'm going to take a very quick break. All right, guys, we did end up getting tapped in real quick while I took my very, very quick break, aka just like chilling, because I did want to see how this one would play out. So yeah, NQ is looking all right. We just need some money to come into this. Silver, like we said, is a little lackluster. We're kind of waiting for the strength to follow through. And then we could potentially get a setup over these highs, but I don't like to trade 2 assets at the same time that are associated with each other, if that makes sense. So looking at, I'm going to close the profit so we're not distracted here. Looking at this 4-hour, let me get rid of this line. Yeah, yes, we're just kind of waiting. And so I'm going to quickly glance through all these because I do have them in the unclear section, and I just like to take a peek to see if there's any potential to any of these. We're looking at this, but as we saw, I think it was all red. Now it turned green, so we're going to go see what happened. Oh no, this one was all green. So looking at this asset, I think we said it was too choppy on the daily, 4-hour and above. We could get a strong move out of this, but why am I going to gamble on something that I'm not certain about? So target highs are going to be all the way up here for this particular asset for right now. It could change if we get some nice bearishness, then our analysis, of course, is dynamic and changes. But yeah, I said there was a potential long over this high. You'd probably, yeah, you'd definitely be break even by now because this would be your stop, and it moved probably like 3 RR. So now you're just kind of break even on this move. Once again, I'm just not going to look at it. Nothing. And then the colors just help. If I see a lot of red, it's just like probably stay out of this market because it's not liquid enough, just because what we talked about earlier. Liquid enough, but is this something you really want to trade? Probably not. Nope. This is the same as the Russell, so we already have that accounted for. What is this? Feeder cattle? Very illiquid. You can see it in price action giant wick, so simply stay away. Yeah, and that's about it. I'm not looking at any of these others. So we're up. Kind of got lucky with that because it did come back down to tap us in, but I'm not sure we're going to survive this. Like I said, it's the first trade in the account, so I don't really care. It is what it is, and I never really care. It's just following your rules, and if they're met, they're met, and if not, it is what it is. So yeah, I got buy stopped in at a very nice price. We're up almost 1. Yeah. Well, now 1 RR. Cool. 1.3 R. So just let it play out, and then whatever. Don't really care once again. 4-hour on this market. Like I said, once again, we're just looking for longs here. So I think that's it, guys. Like that pretty much covers it. Right now I'm gonna go record another backtest just because I got nothing else to do. And I have another business call here in a little bit. But if silver lines up, which it seems like it is right now, getting some nice green into this move, and you can see once green starts, we generally get a nice move. This was more range bound, and you can see it reflected by kind of like the yellow in between. It's just, you can just see it in the price action. Of course, this indicator isn't going to be perfect, so don't ever rely on it, but you can see general trend when it's green, general trend when it's green, and then turns yellow, probably don't want touch, don't want touch, don't want touch any of this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so we're gonna lay back here and let this play out. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoy your mornings. Go get your coffees, and let's have an amazing start to the week. All right, peace out.